Yo, welcome back. So the game is done. India won against Australia. It was way too easy for India, man. Australia were not prepared for this test match. So the day three starts with Jadeja and Akshar, who were both on 50, who were looking comfortable. So they were prepared for the day three. And Jadeja was out way too early on just 70. A good partnership between Jadeja and Akshar Patel last night, but he could not continue and could not get his 100. But still, his 70 of 185 means India were in strong position. And then Akshar and Sami built a good partnership. Last last night, I've told you that Sami can also bat, and this time Sami batted really well, man. 37 of just 47 balls, 2 4, 3 sixes, and that partnership took India over the lead of 200, and they built a 52-run partnership between them. And the last wicket, then Siraj and Akshar with Siraj again from 380 for 9 20 run partnership between them two. So India were in a strong position. 7 wicket for Todd Murphy, just a wicket for Lyon. I thought Lyon should have done better, and Cummings with just 2 wicket. And then Australia have to battle when again early wicket of Khwaja. If you ask me, I think Khwaja, someone like Khwaja and Warner, I think I've not seen both of them doing well in India over the number of years. But they have done well in Pakistan. Pakistan, you can bat well in Pakistan and in Sri Lanka, but when you come to India, you have a two world class spinner from two ends. Ashwin and Jadeja are as good of a pair as Stuart Broad and Jimmy Anderson. Yeah. So I think those two haunted all Australian batsmen today. Look at the scoreline, man. Highest score was just 25 from Stephen Smith of 51 balls. And first inning it was Jadeja 5 for, and this time it was Ravichandran Ashwin 5 for, Mohammad Sami with 2 wickets, Jadeja with 2 wickets, Akshar Patel with a wicket here of Todd Murphy. I think they, I think Australia had too much focus on the talk they have done before the start of this test about pitches, about facing Ashwin, about facing someone who has a similar kind of Ashwin in the nets. And I have also told about the difference between Ashwin and other bowler who have similar kind of action to Ashwin. And when you look at the performance from Australia, man, I think they had too much chat before the start of this game, too much focus, and they did not prepare for this game. I think the mind game that they started, India did not respond to that, and the mind game again backfired for them. I don't get how Travis Head is dropped ahead of Matt Renshaw. I don't get it. Why no Ashton Agar when you need at least three spinners? India had played with three spinners in Jadeja, Ashwin, and Akshar, and three of those players, look at those, they have contributed for the team. When you look at the number, three of them are, two of them are proper genuine all rounder. Akshar is now building the reputation of becoming the all rounder. Look at Akshar 84, Jadeja 70. So if you combine both the scores, that means 154 runs between these two spinners, and you add Ashwin 23. That means 177 runs between three spinners. So Indian tail order again contributed really well, man. If you look at the number, they at least contributed 100 runs, a lead of 132. The difference between 132 and a lead of 232 is next level. So mentally, I thought India were prepared, and Australia again made some changes. I don't get it, man. Why no Aston Agar India? They just played with two spinners, two fast bowler, and Boland. Yeah, he's a good bowler, but I've said it in my match preview, man. He ain't your guy in this Indian condition. They should have instead go have dropped Boland for Aston Agar, and Aston Agar can bat well. In his debut game, he have scored 90 plus against England in England. So I thought maybe if they included Aston Agar, that they might have more left-handed batsmen. And against Ashwin, Ashwin has picked up the more number of wickets of left-handed batsmen. I think that things was in Australia's mind, so that's why they instead drop Agar. Agar not could also bowl, and not only he could also bowl, he could also bat for his side. So that means he could have done two things for his side. So not playing Agar was a mistake, and with no Hazelwood and Stark for this test, I would have gone with Agar. I've said it many times. Scott Boland, I don't think he's good. He's a good bowler in the Australian condition, bouncy wicket. But here in India, I think he will be someone who will just help you control the runs. So when you come to India, if you don't pick wickets, controlling runs means nothing, man. And when you talk about the wicket, Australia had talked way too much about the wicket, about a spinning track, all those nonsense. But I thought this wicket did not have that much turn in it. It was all about the preparation, and it was all about bowling in a similar kind of line and having some patience and waiting for a wicket rather than waiting for a batsman to make a mistake rather than bowling a brilliant ball. So Australia were not prepared. Again, another flop show from both the Australian openers, from Warner and Khwaja. Laos ended well in the first inning. Second inning, it was way too much asked for Australia. And I've told you that Australia's main wicket is Stephen Smith. Even if Stephen Smith was not out in the second inning, could not do much more. If no one from the other side is not going to contribute for them, I think it would be a hard attacks, and that's what happened here, man. Look at these numbers. Ashwin 5 4 here again, and Rohit Sharma from the front. Rohit Sharma 120 runs have set the tone for India in the first inning. But again, with even Indian middle order flopping, Australia could not get India out to. If they had got India out to 250, then I might have said that Australia are in the game. But 400 runs was way too much asked for Australia, and they just lost by an inning and 132 runs. I don't think they would mentally they can recover from this big defeat. So with second test in where is the second test, man? I have to look. Venue squad. I think second test is in Delhi. I think the third test was supposed to be in Dharamsala, but now as things stand, it could move out to Mohali or Indore to any other ground. So we have to wait and see for BCCI. We have to wait for BCCI news. A brilliant masterclass from India, man. With batting, bowling, I've said about Ashwin and Jadeja, man. Them two guys are on different level right now, world class, man. Those two pair, when they bowl with each other, they know how to bowl, man. If one is taking a wicket, one is picking up a wicket, other will just slow down and slow the run down from the other end, and that's what they have done for the over the number of years. So let's see, man. Let's see. I think, according to me, I think they are Australia are not coming back in this Test series. This 132 runs and a winning and an inning loss means This is way too much ask for Australia to recover from here. I think from here it should be easy for India. And for India, I think there is one problem. According to me, I think I don't get how Rahul is still picked ahead of Subman Gill. Subman Gill have scored more runs, have scored more hundreds than Rahul in each and every other format. One day he have scored 100 and double 100. Test matches he have scored 100. T20 he have scored 100. Rahul is just here because of some favoritism that is with the team. If you, yeah, Rahul have a good potential. He has a good technique, good ability, but but if you, if all those things can make our turns into a performance, that means nothing. I think it's better for India to drop Rahul. If I thought playing Rahul only means that he is going to keep for India. So if India are picking Shikhar Bharat to be that keeper, I think it's time for India to drop Rahul and start Subman Gill. I think between Rohit Sharma and Subman Gill, I think there is a good partnership building up between both of them. And for me, for long-term future, I think Gill should bat with Rohit Sharma, because Rohit Sharma have played cricket for international cricket for the last decade. So he might guide him till the time he don't retire. Rohit might guide him. So all those experience, all those guidance might help Suman Gill for a long term. So if you look about the long term, I think Gill should play. And I've seen Rohit and Gill building a good partnership between both of them. So I'm going to drop Rahul for the, if I am the in the team management, I don't think Rahul is playing the second test, man. It's time for him to drop, man. I don't get how he is still the vice captain ahead of Ravindra Jadeja, ahead of Ashwin, ahead of Pujara. They are giving Rahul the vice captaincy not because of performance, because of his aura. That's it, man. That's it, man. I don't get it. The favoritism in cricket right now in Indian cricket is just beyond my head. And it's time for India to drop Rahul for Shubman Gill. Even the likes of Sarfaraz, who is scoring so much run in domestic circuit, should get a chance ahead of Rahul. So the second test is in Delhi. So this game was done so quickly, wrapped up in 3 days. But if anyone comes and bashes the pitch, I think the pitch I think was a good batting wicket. If the one side batted really well, that means the other side batsmen were not ready for the task. And India has a good three good world class spinners with them, with the line in Ashwin, Akshar and Jadeja. And that's it for this test match. I don't think they are coming back mentally. This series is done. The first test have set the tone for India to clean sweep or even win the series by at least 3-0. So Australia are not coming back in this test series. Mentally they are done. Look at the way they were sitting in the dugout. Their expression tells a lot more things right now. Their body language is not that good. I don't think they could recover from this defeat. So that's it for this show. I will be back for watch along between Chelsea and West Ham London Derby. Till then, I'm out.